Hello students, I am Saili Rathod from ICEEM Engineering College Aurangabad, and this is the video number 24 of Digital Electronics, in which we are going to cover the topics combinational circuit design. In that we are going to study today gray to binary converter. Okay, so in previous lecture we have learned about the binary to gray converter, which was also a combinational circuit design. So before starting today's topic, we will just revise all the points that we have covered in previous lecture. So we have studied binary to gray converter. So first we have initially seen what is a binary code. After that we have studied what is gray code. Then we have studied binary to gray code conversion, that is how manually we can convert the binary code into gray code. Then we have studied the conversion of binary to gray codes. So for that we have used the inputs B0 to B3 and the output was G0 to G3. The B represents the binary bit and G represents the gray code bit. Then we have seen one truth table. As we know, while designing any combinational circuit, the first or initial stage is to recognize the inputs and outputs. The second stage is to draw the truth table for the codes. Then next step is to draw the K-map for each output. So we have first seen the K-map for G0, which is formed by using the first column of the output, that is G0, the last column of the output, that is G0. So using this all bits of G0, we have put all these bits into this K map. Then we have made the groups, and after that we have written the equation for these groups. So this was the next step. After that we have used the same procedure to draw the K map for G1. Then we have drawn the K-map for G2. Then we have drawn the K-map for G3. So in this way we got the equations for each K-map, and after using this four equations, that is G0, G1, G2 and G3, we have drawn the combinational circuit design. So this was the final binary to gray code converter, which we have designed using the complete procedure. So here XOR gates, 3 XOR gates are used if you have 4 input and 4 output bits. So this is all about the topics that we have studied in previous lecture. Now let's move towards the today's topic. So let's get started with today's topic, which is gray to binary code converter. The procedure is exactly same as we have seen in binary to gray code conversion. So first we will see how to convert the gray code to binary code. So converting gray code back to binary can be done in a similar manner. As I have already told you, the procedure is completely same. Let B0, B1, B2 and B3 be the bits representing the binary numbers, where B0 is the LSB. Okay, so if you consider these 4 bits, B0, B1, B2 and B3, then how we have written that in the truth table, we write this as first B3, then B2, then B1 and then B0. Okay, so the rightmost bit, that is B0, is called as the LSB. It means least significant bit, and the leftmost bit, that is B3, is called as the MSB, that is the most significant bit. Now what is the LSB and MSB? In general, if you see, if we represent any number, suppose 1234, so 4 is having the least significant, that is the place value of this is only 4, and if you consider this, the place value of this one is nothing but 1000. So it is having the maximum weightage, so it is called as the MSB. I think the LSB and MSB, it is a very basic concept. From this example you can clearly understood the LSB and MSB. Now let G0, G1, G2 and G3 be the bits representing the gray code of the binary numbers, where G0 is the LSB and G3 is the MSB. Okay, so similar to the above bits, G3, then we write G2, then G1 and then G0, where G3 is the most significant bit and G0 is the least significant bit. Now the truth table. This is the truth table of gray code to binary code. Means in the left side you can see the 4 bits. This is the input if you give the gray code input, and this is the output. All these four bits of B are the output bits and these 4 are the input bits. So this is the gray to binary code. Here what we have done, we have simply written the gray code from 0 to 15. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 15 we have written the gray code, and here we have written the binary code starting from 0 to number 15. So this is gray to binary truth table. So there is, I think, no need to explain again and again. Gray code and binary code everyone should be able to write or draw the truth table. Now the next step is to draw the truth table. Now which truth table we will draw? We will draw these 4 truth tables for B3, B2, B1 and B0. So initially we will draw the truth table for B3. For that purpose we need all these bits. So let's start. Okay, so you can take any truth table first, B3 or B0. Okay, here I have serially taken B0 to B3. So for B0 we need this column, that is B0. Now as we know the inputs are 4 and outputs are 4. So the truth table will be of 4 variable truth table, and 4 variable truth table it is drawn how? If you are having 4 inputs, so 4 variables, then it will be 2 raised to the power 4, that is 16. So there will be 16 cells in that K map. Now you will label this K map as G3, G2 on this side and G1 and G0 on this side. Now referring this last column, you can put these numbers in the K map. So first 0, 1, 1, 0. So 0, 1, 1, 0. Then 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. Then 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. And lastly 0, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 0. So in this way we will put all these bits in this truth table. Now the next step is to form the group. Now as from the K map you can see all the ones are scattered in different directions, so there is no chance to make a large group of ones. So what we have to do, we have to make single groups of every one, and then we have to write the equation for all these groups. So remember one thing, that if the group is larger then the equation will be smaller, and if the group is very small, means if it is having minimum number of ones in that, then the equation will be larger. So this is a vice versa condition, that is group is, if it is large then equation will be small, if the group will be large then equation will be small, and if the group is small then the equation will be large. So here you can see there are small groups. How many? 8 groups are there of ones. So groups are very small, so equation will be lengthy. So one by one we have written the variables. So this is G3 dash, G2 dash, G1 dash, G0. Okay, so if you consider this group, first one, if you consider this group, then what will be its variable? It will be 0 0 0 0, sorry, 0 0 0 1. It means G3 dash, G2 dash, G1 dash and G0. Okay, so this group is mentioned here. Now if you consider this group, then it will be 0 0 1 0, means G3 dash, G2 dash, G1, G0 dash. Okay, so where it is here. So this is the variable for second group. Now the third group, it is 0 1 0 0, means G3 dash, G2, G1 dash, G0 dash. So it is here, means this is for this group. So similar, one by one the groups are written. This variable is for this group, this variable is for this group, this variable is for this group, then second last is here and the last one is here. Okay, so one by one we have written every variable equation for the ones. Now if you solve, if you take the G3 dash and G2 dash common, where the other variables are same, then after minimizing this complete equation, you will get the second derived form. And after that, as we know the general formula, a bar b plus a b bar, this is very important equation. It is used most of the time while the minimizing, and it is very important for binary to gray and gray to binary code converter. So using this as a reference, we can convert the equation in smaller form. Okay, so here you can see it is G0 XOR G1. Okay, so here you can see, if you refer this equation, G1 dash G0 plus G1 G0 dash, so this is nothing but the G0 XOR G1. And if you see here, G1 bar G0 bar plus G1 G0, so this is nothing but, it means a bar b, sorry, a bar b bar plus a b. So it is nothing but the a x nor b. So using this as a reference, you can write this equation as G1 x nor G2, G0 x nor G1. Okay, so using this minimization techniques, you can reduce the equation, and finally you will get the final equation as G3 XOR G2 XOR G1 XOR G0, means the 3 XOR gates are used for these 4 output variables, input variables. So this is the equation for B0 we have derived from the K-map of B0. Now the second is the K-map for B1. So here we will need this column, that is B1. As the inputs are 4, there will be a 4 variable K-map, G3 G2 on this side, G1 G0 on this side. So put all these zeros and ones in the K-map. So 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1, then 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0, then 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0, and lastly 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. So like this we have put all these bits in the K-map. Now the next step is to make group. Here you can see 2 adjacent ones are there, so you can make 4 groups like this. As the number of groups are reduced, it means the equation will be also reduced. So first this group, so what will be the equation for this? 0 1 0. It means G3 dash G2 dash G1 plus G3 dash G2 G1 bar plus G3 G2 G1 plus G3 G2 bar G1 bar. This will be the equation, means 4 groups and for that 4 variables. So this is the first equation. When you take G3 as common from these two groups, if you take G3 common from these two groups, you will get G2 bar G1 plus G2 G1 bar as common. Now if you take G3 dash as common, then you will get this equation. So these are the reduced equations, and lastly you will get G3 dash in bracket G2 XOR G1 plus G3 G2 XOR G1. So this is the final equation for the K-map of B0. So there may be confusion while reading the PPT, but if you solve, all the formulas are already taught to you. So if you practice it at home, you need to try it on your own, then only you can write these equations. So this is a humble request from my side that you please try to draw the K-map and write the equations for the group, so that you will be able to recognize the equations for the group. Now the next step is to draw the K-map for B2. So for this K-map, you have to refer this column and draw the K-map for 4 variables. So 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, then 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, then 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and lastly 0 0 0 0. Okay, so this is how we have put all the ones. Then make the groups, this one group and this one group. So if you write the equation for this group, it will be G3 bar G2, and if you write equation for this, it will be G3 G2 bar. So this is nothing but G3 XOR G2. So this will be the final equation for B2. Now the K-map for B3. For that you need to refer this column, put all these bits in the K-map. So 8 times 0 means 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, and 8 times 1. So 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Now making the group of ones. So this will be a larger group of 8 ones. So what will be the equation? If you see on this side, left side, the G2 is changing from 0 to 1. So cancel this. Only take the G3. So B3 is equals to G3. And we are not taking all these terms because it is changing from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So B3 will be equal to G3. This is the final equation for B3. So in this way, one by one, we have solved 4 K-maps for first B0, then B1, B2 and B3, and in this way we got the 4 equations, this first, second, third and fourth. So now the next step is the implementation of the circuit. So when you implement the 4 equations, you will get this corresponding circuit. Now we will see again the equation, like B3 is equals to G3. If you consider the last equation, B3 is equals to G3. So here you can see B3 is nothing but the G3. It is taken straight from the G3. So if you are taking the B3 is equals to G3. Now the B2 is G3 plus G2, G3 XOR G2. So G3 is here and G2 is here, and there is a XOR gate in between. So take the XOR gate and the output is taken as B2. Now the third equation is B1. B1 is nothing but G3 XOR G2 XOR G1. So G3 XOR G2, the output of this XOR gate is taken here. Now the G1, so these inputs are given to this XOR and we got the output as B1. Then the last one is B0, that is G3 XOR G2 XOR G1 XOR G0. So B0 is nothing but the XOR of all the three input bits. So one by one we have to take. First we will take these two inputs, take the XOR output. Then we will add again one input, give it to the XOR gate. Then the last bit is taken as input for the XOR gate and the output is taken as the final B0. So this is the final output of B0. So in this way we have implemented the gray to binary code converter. The procedure for binary to gray and gray to binary is almost similar, but just the difference is in the equation and the implementation. So this is all for today. In the next lecture we will start with the new subtopic. So till that, keep studying and thank you so much.